Today is the time and place set for a rehearing for Joey Martinez, offender number 184082. And that is you, correct, sir?
Yes.
Did you receive at least 7 days prior notice of today's hearing and a disclosure packet that you've been able to review?
Yes, I did.
I'll be taking testimony from you today. Do you swear or affirm the statements you provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear.
Thank you. My name is Joel Robison. I'm a hearing officer. I work for the board. I'll be conducting your hearing today. You had a rescission hearing back in March of 2023 after the board received notice that you had a pending case. It was case 221-907-935. Your parole date was rescinded. You were scheduled for a paper review to track that pending case. In October of 2024, the board received notice that that pending case had been adjudicated. It did not result in board jurisdiction. You were convicted of forcible sexual abuse, second-degree felony. The board scheduled you for today's hearing with the understanding that you would undergo a sex offender treatment assessment. Is that accurate to this point?
Yes.
All right. And did you participate in that sex offender treatment assessment?
Yes, I did.
Did you get the results of that?
Yes, I received it.
Okay. The board received a report in December. The assessment evaluates you to be in the above average risk range for sexual recidivism, and the recommendation provided was that you complete the sex offender treatment program while incarcerated. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Okay. What's your response to that assessment and the recommendation?
I told the guy that evaluated me that if the board recommends whatever's put in front of me, I'm willing to take care of. I mean, nothing's going to stop me from pushing forward, like I told him. But I mean, if it was needed to be done, then I guess it's got to get done.
Okay, that's one option that the board has. They could take that recommendation and order you to complete the sex offender treatment program while incarcerated. The other option is they could consider a release after today's hearing with the expectation that you do certain things while on parole. What are your release plans?
My release plans is to parole home to my parents. I have a child that is 8 years old. I plan to go home and help them around the house, get things going for them. They're getting older, so I want to give them some help around the house that I haven't been able to do for the last 4 years. I've been locked up. I plan to do whatever the board, I mean, not the parole board, but the parole office, whatever the parole officer wants me to do. I am going to put my full effort into taking care of anything he wants me to do. And at the same time, find employment. I'm not going to just sit around. I know that there's been a past history of me where I just sit around and not do anything. But this time I have a kid I need to take care of, and I plan to get employment and accomplish the things I need to accomplish to be a better father.
All right. I will provide that information to the board. Was there anything that you wanted to say in regards to that conviction that didn't result in board jurisdiction, but resulted in you undergoing that sex offender treatment assessment, that forcible sexual abuse case? Any comments you want to make on that?
No.
Okay. Now, what have you been working on while incarcerated since your last hearing?
Well, I got certificates for me. You know, one thing I worked on for sure is to not get any write-ups. I mean, if you look at my past history being locked up, I've always got write-ups. I've always got in trouble, been a knucklehead. This time I had no write-ups. I completed the MRT twice while incarcerated. I did the Inside Out Dad so that I can become a better father and see the things that I can do to be a better father. I've done the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I've completed. I completed relapse prevention, substance abuse, and functional behavior. And the main one I did is the board asked me to do the residential substance abuse treatment, and I finished it here in Beaver. And I have all the certificates for that right here in my hand. I feel like I've accomplished the things I needed to accomplish while incarcerated, to keep my mind right and to stay away from the the groups of people that are just going to veer me back to the same person I was before. I feel like I've changed and I've become a better person, a better son, and a better father figure.
All right. You have a maximum 15-year sentence, puts you at October of 2035. Your guideline date on your last case that the board has jurisdiction over is 27 months, which put you at January of 2023. So the board will take those timeframes into consideration. They'll look at the results of that sex offender treatment assessment. They'll look at what you've accomplished while incarcerated, all of the classes that you've completed, your institutional behavior, which, as you noted, has been positive, and factor all of that into their ultimate decision. What that decision will be, I don't know. I'm not involved in that final decision-making process. Is there anything in closing that you want me to pass along to the 5 board members for their consideration?
I would just like to say I would really hope for them to consider me getting out on parole. If the sex offender treatment comes into play and they want me to finish that, if there's any way possible, I could do it on the outs. I've been down for over 4 years. It's been past the matrix of my original charge. I just feel like I'm ready to get out and prove to not only myself, but my family and the community that I could be a better member out there and succeed. I know I have a past history of coming back and forth, but I feel like this is the time to get out and do what's right. I'm already 42 years old. I figured the only thing that's holding me back is me and my choices. And so the choice making I've made in here has kept me out of trouble, and I've just veered away from the old crowd and have become an adult in prison. I mean, I fished in a long time ago, and now it's time to get out and be the person I need to be. And I would just hope that they would give me a chance and consider that.
All right, I'll pass that statement along. I will get the information from today's hearing, all the information, your disclosure documents, over to the board today or tomorrow for their review. Generally, it takes 2 to 3 weeks for the board to deliberate.